All right, back for another beer review, and today I will be reviewing yet another collaboration beer. This time between the Other Half Brewing Company, and they're out of both Brooklyn and East Bloomfield, New York, along with Washington, D.C., and the Parish Brewing Company, and they're out of Broussard, Louisiana. And this is their triple dry hopped Space Ghost. So they're calling this one an Imperial IPA. Comes in at 9% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is approximately 3.5 weeks old, and I want to give a huge thanks and shout out once again to a couple good friends of mine and fellow beer tubers, Dan and Mike over at FLX Beer Reviews, for hooking me up with this one. In the description box, I'll post a link to their channel. Great guys, great content, and I believe it was Mike who specifically gave me a can of this, and I'm super pumped because they released the original Space Ghost a couple years ago, and I missed out on it. And I think before that, the collaboration they did was called Ghost Diamonds. It was a mixed mashup, whatever you want to call it, of Other Half's Space Diamonds, which I've reviewed on the channel, the double dry hop version, and Parish's Ghost in the Machine, which is like their flagship beer, which, by the way, I've never had Ghost in the Machine from Parish. Believe it or not, never had Ghost in the Machine, never had the double dry hop version, none of it, never had it. Maybe at some point. So this one is, they say, very Galaxy heavy, driven by Galaxy hops. They're also using Mosaic, Nelson, Sauvin, and Motueka. And like I said, just under a month old, 3.5 weeks old, and super fresh. And this one was brewed at the Brooklyn location because of the black tab. And I can't wait to get in this one. I am super pumped to see what this one's all about. To be fair, I have a pretty good idea this is going to be delicious. Mike said it's one of the best Other Half beers he's had in a long time. So we will see. And I know Dan was also enjoying it. So yeah, that pours out this milky, like thick color. I mean, it is, 9%, but man, that looks heavy for a Other Half beer. A lot of Other Half beers don't have that. Even their triples don't have that heavy kind of look. So in the glass, it's probably gonna come off same on camera. This looks really dulled out and just, it has this milky, deep orange color, very turbid and murky. It has about a finger of this straight up tan colored head. It's not off-white, it's tan. Very creamy looking, yeah. So almost triple IPA, 9%, good nose. Nice. Holy shit. This smells still kind of green, I don't know. I know Mike drank this one super fresh and was blown away by it. Oh my God, it's ranky and dank. It's huge Galaxy, like I'm talking candied pineapple, over-ripened pineapple. I would say maybe that even dankness coming from like the over-ripened kind of pineapple scent you get where it's like you're close to needing to trash it, but you don't want to yet because it's still edible, but it has just like that. Whew. I'm just thinking about it. Like I love pineapple, but oh yeah. Wow. The last couple beers from them, super dank. Yeah, it has that garlic onion thing, kind of like I got from the HGHC Tadao. Apparently, I was like the only one that got like a ranky-danky onion, but it totally was. But yeah, lots of pineapple. There's like a sweeter, like candied, like mango, peach, things of that nature. Maybe underlying like zesty citrus fruit, like a tangerine. It smells good. It smells big. It smells sweet, but it smells so dank. I want to get into it. Cheers, everyone, and thanks again, Mike. It's really nice. Really, really nice. Wow. Biting this higher side of medium, lower side of full, has a big heft. The mouthfeel is fucking just spectacular. Soft, smooth, and creamy. So inviting. This has a lot of sweet candied fruit, and now that it's on the palate, a candied mango, a candied like papaya, something really sweet, even candied pineapple, but as big as the pineapple was on the nose for me, it's like the third or fourth fruit I'm getting. I'd say more mango, apricot, papaya, honeydew melon, sweet versions of those, like over-ripened, candied, whatever you want to say. That hits me right at the forefront of the palate, passes through. That dank quality hits mid-palate, carries on to the finish. It has that garlic onion thing, but I would say it's more like, it's not that intense as it was in the nose, but it does have like a slightly green vegetal hop kind of matter, but it's not necessarily like a hop burn. It's just like a tomato stalk or something like that, like the green vegetal matter that I sometimes get in beers like this. There's a little bit of alcohol stringency on the palate. 9%. I can tell this is at least 8%. So it doesn't hide the alcohol extremely well, but whatever, not a big deal. A little bit of warming into the chest and in the stomach. It drinks extremely well. As far as the flavors are concerned, I love that candied sweetness up front, that candied fruit sweetness. And like I said, it's more of like a stone fruit, mango, apricot, peach, a little bit of that pineapple, papaya, honeydew melon, things like that. It's stone fruits mixed in with tropical fruits. It finishes with a semi-dry finish, a mild bitterness, but there is like the bitterness is more of like a zesty, like ruby red grapefruit or like a zesty orange or something like that. It's not necessarily just like a generic bitterness or anything. As I keep on drinking on the back of the palate, there is a little bit of a hot burn still. 3.5 weeks old, a little bit of a hot burn. Not like, it's not a deterrent to me. A lot of times I've had beers that, you know, I'll drink them 3 or 4 weeks old and the hot burn just kind of ruins the beer. That's not happening here, but it's stopping me from loving this one. This is a great beer, but I think this would be upper echelon, close to world class for me if it didn't have that slight hop astringency on the back end. Yeah, I just like that fleshy, candied. Now I'm getting like more honeydew melon and the papayas coming. Like every sip I take, there's a fruit that leaps to the front and is like, hey, I'm here. And it's a sweet, because of the malt base, 9%, like it's sweeter. It's sweeter candied fruit. I cannot stop saying that enough because it's so delicious on the palate. Like picture, you know, a Jolly Rancher, a Skittle, or a Starburst, but in hop form. That's kind of what this is. As you can see, I still keep on going back, and that hop burn is kind of stopped. It's not building. It's just kind of there at like a mild to moderate kind of hop burn. So I don't think it's going to get much bigger, which is nice. I think in about 2 weeks, maybe 1.5, 2 weeks, probably around the 5-week mark, this is going to be drinking extremely well. Again, I don't know how it was fresh. Mike, if you want to chime in, let me know. He said it was one of the best beers he had. So I can't imagine like the hop burn being crazy, but based on what I'm tasting, I feel like if this was a week old, it'd be over the top for me. So I don't know. Not much more to say about it. This is fucking delicious. I think without that hop burn, I would probably give this at least a 4.75. As is, it's still going to get a really good score. So I'm going to say triple dry hopped Space Ghost from Other Half and Parish. I'm going to go high 4.5 out of 5. I'm going to go 4.6 out of 5. So high 4.5, almost approaching 4.75, but doesn't quite get there. I think without that hop burn, 100% this would be a 4.75 all day long because it's that good. But it doesn't get there just because of that hop burn. It happens. Really good. Price point availability, $22 for 4-pack at the brewery, which, you know, for something like this, 9%, triple dry hop, yeah, I mean, that's what you're going to pay for something like this. And availability, I think these probably didn't make it in a distro. You probably had to go to one of the 3 Other Half locations, whether it was the East Bloomfield, Brooklyn, or Washington, D.C. one. I know Mike had a can for me, which is cool, but I think these sold out relatively quickly. Maybe not like super quickly, but they weren't hanging around for like weeks or anything. So if you've had this one before, let me know what you think about it. Really awesome collab between Parish and Other Half. And like I said, never had Ghost in the Machine. So if anybody knows of somebody who maybe has some Ghost in the Machine, tell them to hit me up. I'd like to try at some point. Double dry hop version, even better. I'd love to try both. I've had a couple Parish beers, but not Ghost in the Machine, which just fucking blows my mind. But anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. Thanks again to Mike for hooking me up with this one. Like I said, go check out the FLX guys, Dan and Mike. Fantastic dudes, great reviews. And once more, if you've had this one before, post in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. Did you drink this one super fresh? Did you kind of wait like me to like the month mark and give it a go? What do you think? Did you get the hop burn? The green vegetal matter? I don't know. That's why I love doing this. The back and forth. Till the next one. Cheers.